it is Amelia and welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you don't know who I am a full-time reseller and I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I sell hard goods and clothing. Sorry, my dog's down there. And today I am bringing a haul of smalls from a variety of places, estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, all different places over the last couple weeks. And I just thought I'd show you what I found. I love picking up small items. They are easy to ship and store, and they usually don't cost very much. I usually find most of my smalls for under $1. So the cost of good isn't too high. However, they don't sell for as much as some other items, but usually I find the price point to be around $9.99 to $15, and I'm okay with that because of the ease of listing and storing and shipping. So I thought it would just be kind of a fun haul to show you some of the smalls that I pick up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this little wooden woman figurine, and she kind of has an angry face. I found her at the bin. She's very lightweight, and one thing about smalls is you want good keywords. I'll put angry face, wooden, carved, all into this. And I think I listed her for 12 or 14. They're drafted right now. I'm getting them listed right after this. Okay, the next item I got at estate sale for $1. It is a boy playing the accordion, another keyword, with a hat. He is made in Japan. It is marked Japan on the bottom. Very interesting. I liked him when I saw him. His face looked a little different than most of the Japan figurines I find. And I usually find a lot of animal figurines in Japan. I mean, there is some, people, but I just thought he looked interesting. Plus his legs are very kind of unproportional looking. Lay down, Kim. Kimchi, lay down. Lay down. Sorry, guys. Lay down. Okay, the next item I found was a girl at the same estate sale. I paid $1 for her. I loved her face. I thought it was very interesting looking. She does have some crazy, made in Japan as well. And I just liked her little bow tie. She just looked different. So I listed her for, I believe, $15. Both of these figurines. And I paid $1 each. Okay, the next thing I found at the bins, and I usually pick up minifigs when I find them, and sometimes I'll lot them together. These are the Lego Friends minifigs. Oh my goodness. There's 4 of them. And there's also 2 dogs. And I lotted all these together, I think, for $12. And I got them at the bins and they weigh nothing. So I always look for that kind of stuff at the bins because they don't weigh much. So I'm trying to find new places to source since I just moved. What this area has to offer. A little disappointed, actually. I'm used to having a little bit more thrift stores, and I thought moving up here with a bigger town near me, we would have more thrift store options, but it's not the case. So I'm really going to be relying on estate sales, garage sales, maybe some smaller town thrift stores when I can get to them. So the next item, I got these at an estate sale, a company I'd never been to. And they were 2 little cast iron miniature dog figurines. Now, when you're doing animals like dogs, you want to make sure that you are figuring out what kind of dog it is. It doesn't take that long. This I had put as a collie in the draft, but I don't believe it is now that I'm looking closer at it. And don't drop stuff. Okay, good thing it's metal. I think it's actually some type of hunting dog. And I put this as I think a bulldog. It does look like a bulldog. I might even like figure out which kind of bulldog it is further to put in my listing. These I believe I listed for $12 or $9.99. Okay, the next thing I was really excited to find was this Lisa Frank Vintage Dream Rider notepad. Now Lisa Frank does good. However, this is a 3x5-inch notepad. It's going to go probably as good as you would think. Found out the bin, so it didn't cost much. And I listed it for $9.99. It has 53 of the 60 sheets, and it's in really good shape. The graphics in good shape. It's just nice. So yeah, I wish there was a little bit more stuff I could have found, like, maybe the pen that went with it or a couple pens. But when you have a little bit bigger stuff and a little bit more interesting graphics, Lisa Frank tends to do well. Okay, so I also love picking up card games. This is a Hallmark Choo Choo card game. I made sure to put that it was a train game in the title. It's vintage. It kind of reminds me of Twister. Not Twister. Uno. Not Twister. And, I just make sure they're all there, even if it has a little bit of wear. I paid 25 cents for it. I think I listed it for $9.99. And it's great. This one is called Wit. Now, this is not a well-known game. It's actually made by, it was made in Kansas, so it's not like by a huge company. I'd never heard of the company. I can't find anything online about the company. However, that's okay. I did pay a little bit more than I usually do for card games because we went to this estate sale in like a 8,000 square feet house, and it was wonderful. The prices were great, but I could not find anything to sell. I don't know if I just wasn't in the zone. Wonderful clothing and wonderful shoes. Well priced because it was half off, but they were so small. The shoes were 5.5, and they were a little bit more than what I'm used to paying for shoes, which would have been fine, but I was afraid since they were 5.5, I wouldn't be able to sell them as well. So I didn't buy any, but it was really fun to go. Of course, it was on the way to the bin, so it wasn't like it was too far out of our way. And it was just a really cool house. It was like it was cool. But anyways, back to this. I paid $1.50 because I wanted to buy something there. Do you guys ever do that? I feel like if you went all this way, you need to buy something. Anyways, it is sealed. And how I will describe this, since it's not well known, I will tell you, or I will put in the title what it is. It's a word game. It's an educational game. Describe it in the title, basically. Because people like word games. I love word games. I almost kept this, but I had too many games. So I'm going to try to sell it. I think I listed it for $12. So the last two things I have are paper items, pamphlets. I love picking up pamphlets, any kind of vintage paper type item if I can get it cheap. Now I paid $1 each for these. This is a personal annual time recording book, Railroad Employees, 1947, and it's just cool. I'm going to be definitely highlight that it has the time sheets in it, tables. It does have some writing. Basically, this was listed, I think I listed this for $15, which is a little high for this, but I'm definitely going to be describing it really well, make sure my pictures are good, and hope I get it. I think these were selling for like around $9 to $7, which is really low, and I'm not selling it for that though. So it might just have to sit. The next thing I have is this Eagle Stamp savings book, which again, I was surprised that it was selling for so low. I know a lot of these are made. You know, that this one's not used. It doesn't have any stamps in it. However, I did notice that none of the titles at all that I could find had anything about the vintage advertisements in these. The grocery advertisements, there's tons of them. So I'm making sure my pictures have these vintage advertisements in them, showing them, and I'm putting it in the title, and I listed it in the vintage grocery store advertisement category because it is. It's basically something a store or brand. It's not grocery store. It was a grocery brand advertisement. You know, because they have wonderful, advertisements in them. So I'm going to see how that works for it, and I'm going to list it a little bit higher, which isn't much, like $9.99, $12.99. But I'm going to try to see if that works with it. And that is all I have. Sorry for the dinging noises. I'm getting a few messages. I just thought I would put out a quick video real quick, something a little bit fun. I know I haven't been putting a lot of videos out. Really, truthfully, the reason is I am metered on my internet now. I get so much a month. So I'm prioritizing what's important. Work is important. I need to be working and using the internet for working. So I'm still kind of figuring out what to do about my YouTube channel, how to upload videos, and making a little bit shorter videos. I think I'm going to be doing my What the Heck Wednesday every 2 weeks now, just because of this. I don't want to use all my internet up streaming for YouTube. Anyways, I just thought I'd put that out there. That's what's going on and why I haven't been putting out a whole lot of content. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be doing What the Heck Wednesday this week. And it's going to be at 5 p.m. I believe this week. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.